Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to do my match preview for our away match versus Bolton. So up to yet this season, Bolton haven't won a game. They've only got 2 draws and 4 losses. So I'm not expecting them to get a win. A draw, I wouldn't be happy with it, but a point I would take. I guess if you ask me pre-match if I would like a point, I would say no, but a point wouldn't be too bad. They're currently bottom, and I wouldn't expect them to get too far out of that, because I reckon that they're going to go down in this season. They haven't really got much about them, and they haven't really got any good players. So they've obviously got a couple of decent players, like Lafondra, Josh Vela, but we've got no real superstars in the team, which you'd expect to, maybe get 15 goals or be a rock hard centre back like Jake Wright for us. Yeah, so they overachieved last season. They've conceded 13 goals in 6 games. Not good at all. That's over 2 goals per game conceded. And then they've only scored 4 in 6 games, which is obviously less than 1 goal a game. They, they're not going too well. Phil Parkinson was a revelation from last year, but this season has signed a lot of players that he had at Bradford. And they're obviously not Championship quality. If they were Championship quality, they'd have at least got Bradford out to League One. I don't think the Bolton fans are too happy about that either. They've got a couple of decent players, Vela, Lafondra and Armstrong. But I'd say that we've got better players in that position. So up front, they've got Lafondra and Armstrong. We've got Donaldson, we've got Clark, we've got Sharp. I'd say that we're better in that area. Vela's a good player. I would take him in our team, but we've got Fleck and Coots, just if not better than him. So our team news, it looks like Leon Clark's going to be returning from his suspension, and because it's not an injury, it wouldn't surprise me if he does make his way into the lineup, because Donaldson might be injured. He obviously pulled up with that hamstring. It won't surprise me if Wilder just give him a break so then he can play Norwich on the home game on Saturday, which I shall be going to, by the way. Make sure to check that out later on the day. But let's get into the predicted 11. So in this predicted 11, I've only made 1 change, and it's simply because the player I'm taking out, pretty old, probably does need a break. So Jamal Blackman in net, obviously. I think Moore's started training again, so it shouldn't be too long until he makes the bench again. But Blackman's been solid and has been on a steady, upheaval, as you say. He's just been getting better every game. Kieran Freeman at right back. He's become better over the last few games. He's adapted more to the Championship, and he gets the ball out better. He doesn't maybe take his time when he just needs to get rid of it. He just does get rid of it now. Basham, Wright and O'Connell, it was always going to be them 3, because as a centre-back, you don't really need a huge amount of stamina, just because, especially in our team as well, because you just have to sit back, and especially in Wright's position, he doesn't get forward at all, other than maybe a corner. So, we don't really need any rotation in that area. And then I've put in Ender Stevens, which I forgot to write down, weirdly enough. But Ender Stevens has been a very, very good player for us so far this season. I would like to see Lafty come in just for a bit of rotation, but I can't see it. We're on a winning streak, and I can't see Wilder wanting to make too many changes, if any. And then we've got Coots, Brooks and Fleck. I've put in Brooks because Duffy, 32 or 33 years old, might even be 34, he's not got the legs to keep going to all of these games and playing, especially because it's an away game. Now, I'd like to see him play on Saturday versus Norwich, but I'd like to see Brooks just come in, because that pass that he did to Clayton was a fantastic through ball. And then we've got Coots, obviously, is the best technical player at the club. I stand by saying that, and I'm not going to stop it. And then Fleck, we got him from Coventry on a very cheap deal if it wasn't a free. I keep hiccuping, but he's been an insanely good player for us, but definitely Championship quality. And think about it, if he stayed at Coventry, there was a big possibility he would have gone down. I don't think he'd have been able to save them from going down. But and then up front I've got Sharp and Clark. So Sharp, he's playing really well. I would like to take him out, put in Shed, well, there isn't really anybody else at the moment, but I'd love to take him out and put in Ched. But I can just see Sharp getting the nod again because he's fully fit. He might be a bit tired, but compared to Ched, he's got more legs on him and he's a much better player. And then Leon Clark coming back from his injury, he'll be fired up after, not an injury, from his red card. He'll be fired up, ready to get a goal. And you know what? I'm going to predict that Leon Clark gets the goal just because he's coming back. So that is my lineup prediction. Make sure to put yours down in the comments down below. I read every single comment I get. Obviously make sure it's constructive if you're telling me what I can do better. But this is the end of the video, so tell me your score predictions down below. I'm going to predict a 2-0 victory. I'm going nice, and you know, I'm going to guess it's going to be a steady result. So yeah, tell me your predictions down in the comments as well as your team. So yeah, like, subscribe, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.